gentlemen. She's been planning, had their IEP meetings canceled, so they didn't need a half a day of a sub. So they did a different kind of commute today, or car ride, or whatever you want to label this. We are going to go to the Dow Credit Union where I need to make a deposit, which is more and more rare these days because everything is electronically done. But for me, I'm going to deposit a check from my main bank account, with checking attached to the Dow account as part of my summer savings effort, because I do not substitute teach in the summertime. So I hope you will enjoy this trip. You're seeing driveways we went through in much snowier conditions, in particular Winter Storm Jaden, which I think is, unless we get bombed by something totally out of season. It was last year that we had that ice storm. My brother corrected me, the ice storm was in April, and it was pretty nasty. But so far it's a beautiful spring type weather. Take a peek at it. And here we go. Buds are on the trees. I don't know if you can pick that up on my phone cam. What kind of a weekend did everybody have? I hope a nice one. I know if you root for Texas Tech or Virginia, it's a great weekend. One of those sets of fans will be celebrating tonight. Sorry about jiggle, that's my stroke hand. Keep up with things. That's why it's not supposed to go on the wheel. That's Dow corporate behind those woods. Place that I sort of called my home away from home, i.e. work, for the first 5 years of this decade. At decade's end, and I do miss all my friends over there. I kind of, being disabled, I kind of keep to myself except for my walks, which is nobody's fault but my own. This is Swede going the other way. I don't recall if I filmed this way or not. We used to use this road to go to Alma, but since Dow closed off, or last I knew, the Dow was closed off Saginaw Road for employees into those plants only over there. So rather than worry about getting caught and having to go all the way back, I've just been driving straight on to Waldo on Gordonville Road. And we're getting a stoplight here. Again, I want to apologize for the jiggling. I do not have full control of my right arm. Yeah, I mean, it's more than it was in 2011, obviously, but I don't know how you turn that stupid light off. There's no need for light with the beautiful sun we got today. For those of you whose eyes are widening, I don't know if it's this way in all states, but in Michigan you can turn right on a red. I think everybody by now can do that all across the United States and in European countries, but I don't know. It's hard to tell. I did find a rather disturbing video that kind of is related to driving, which could be related to the Work Commute channel, which is certainly a driving channel. If you haven't seen it, these girls in the Czech Republic, and they aren't even drunk, they're just joyride. Well, they're not joyriding. They have their own car, or a car that they rented or something, because their car wasn't muscly enough. And they're driving 180 kilometers per hour, for those of you on the metric system, which is about 114 miles an hour on our system. And either way, that's reckless endangerment, whatever you want to say. Now here's where I have a little bit of a challenge on my hands. I may end up getting blocked out. Oh man, sorry folks. That was this is a real difficult situation there. You got a highway converging with the street one way, city street one way, and you get excitement. But anyway, these girls are going nuts and supposedly going through all the red lights. And where are the cops when this is going on? They're going through red lights, and the girl's not even got her hands on the wheel. She's taking a drink and holding the phone. The other girl is live streaming, so it's there. In the Czech Republic, I screwed up a couple of times and said Czechoslovakia, but that's what it was in my childhood. Anyway, we're almost to our destination. But anyway, these girls get in a horrible, fatal car wreck. The one driver, the driver gets killed. It's just a terrible thing. And then you get to hear the people coming up to the wreck, and the phone gets tossed in the back seat, and is still live streaming a ceiling. I guess it's the ceiling of the car. You can see the seatbelt in the picture. But this video has been haunting me like all weekend. I worry about my own daughter, who bragged about driving Musty the Mustang over 100 miles an hour from Traverse City, which is about 80 to 100 miles from here, all the way back here to bring me the car and get hers, when she was riding as the Kerwood Queen, representing Kerwood at the Great Cherry Festival in Traverse City. But, those of you who still don't realize what a weapon cars can be, they are no laughing matter. And I guess the one girl found out. But this film is very haunting, and there are variations of it shown on there, mostly to just show the wreck. But there's one that's 40 minutes long that shows everything. I mean, you hear everything. The people coming up to the car, and this one wonderful lady that everybody says is an angel, speaking very kindly to the girl, while the EMTs, paramedics, are on the way. The girl had to be airlifted out, and that girl died. It's a terrible thing. Anyway, we're back. We are here at Dow Credit Union, which is right on the edge of the plant, and I gotta go in and do my business. Well, do my business. Go in, and you guys all subscribe if you haven't, and I will talk to you later.